Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You'll see some of my content also on Instagram and TikTok. So let me know what you think. I just got one. I've been working at it for 2 hours. 2 hours. I need to get better at this. But I'm gonna upload it actually probably now while you got the demo going.
Yeah. No problem, man. Oh man. I'm gonna record this one. Let's see. Give me one moment here. Where'd you learn to play blackjack like that? Hello everyone, my name is Mauro, and today I want Hello everyone, my name is Mauro, and today I want to show you what we have been building on the faster driver delivery service. In this video, okay, and let me close a couple of things because so HubSpot, Notion, hello everyone, my name is Mauro. This, hello everyone, my name is okay, Mauro. I guess. Hello everyone, my name is Mauro. Still have that open. Hello everyone, my name is Mauro. Today I want to show you faster driver delivery service. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to place it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I already see that. Yeah. You squeeze more restaurants into a screen.
What's that?
Oh yeah, forget the address. Yeah, there I am. And That's
What is
uh
this?
those are the test drivers who had they actually downloaded the app. That's me. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Why I was gonna ask, yeah, why are you in Sacramento?
Yeah, I'm not sure on my address is set. Okay, now it's on driver's side. Added a refresh button, so now you don't have to exit out and come back in.
Yeah, that's what's gonna ask if the driver's been assigned the order, it should automatically show up since it's to the driver.
Right. I'm a driver, so a lot of the user experience stuff, I drove for 8 years, so you don't have to worry about that. I know exactly how to build the experience for a driver because I drove for 8 years, so I know exactly how I want it to be. I know exactly what the problems are. I
Yeah.
know exactly what could be fixed. I know exactly what the platforms are going wrong. And then you got to understand, I drove for almost every platform, that some that you guys don't even know about. Zipsy, Easy Cater. I drove for Easy Cater. So you guys don't like point pickup. A lot of these are discontinued. And a lot of these only started in my area. Like point pickup was Walmart pickups.
Yeah.
Then because Walmart used to use a variety of different people before they actually came up with Spark.
Mm-hmm.
They used to use point pickup and they used to use DoorDash,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I used to be out there grinding, bro. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm going to Walmart for point pickup and DoorDash. Oh, interesting. Then point pickup discontinues, and now you're only going to um, Walmart for DoorDash, and then you're not going to them at all because now they have Spark.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's still in its infancy because companies are still trying to figure out what company they're going to use for logistics
That
for
gives
on delivery.
that's a good signal for us, telling us that if your intent is just on making money, like that's a big conflict, and I think this is where we have an edge, where yes, we want to make money. Of course, we're a company, but our focus is making money for our users first. We actually put the users ahead of us, and those companies, it's in their DNA, especially if they're publicly traded, even more so because they're forced by their shareholders. They need to make money. They don't care about anything else but making money for themselves. We have an advantage where we reverse that, and we make sure that our users are the ones that are winning first, so that then we can use that loyalty as our foundation to make money.
See, look, everything that you say, it sounds good. So I need you talking more. I need you to turn that phone on towards you, just like FaceTime,
Yeah,
and just talk, bro. Just like you were when you were on live for Pumped Up Fun. And
yeah.
then upload that, however long it is, to Google Drive. And I'm gonna take that and cut it up into shorts, 1 minute to 30-second shorts. And that way your content creation, their daily list becomes not that much because now you give me a 10-minute video that I can just kind of cut up and we can
Hmm.
use that for the entire month, right? 30-second to 1 minute clips. So and you're good at that. You're good at talking about why you did this, why you're solving the problem. So, and I'll get more into that once we finish the demo. I had some more things,
Okay.
but now the demo. So that was a new thing, right? Now you have a refresh button here. The drivers
Nice.
just hit this and it'll refresh the order, so you don't have to leave out. Now you have a navigate to restaurant and navigate to customer home button. So this uses whatever the default map is in your settings. So if you have Apple Maps or whatever you have downloaded, right? And then there's gonna be more settings for this. Like you'll be able to go in and change it to Wise or change it to whatever apps you have downloaded, right? So you can switch it. And when you click navigate to restaurant, it's going to take you out to your default navigations apps. It's going to bring up the address. And of course, we go back into our regular app. Now, when you do this, it's supposed to bring up, this is the next phase, a pickup order button, right? So we can verify the status for the order pickups. But right now, it just gives you pretty much the deliver button once you press navigate to customer home, because now you're on your way to deliver the order. So that's the one
Mm.
status that we're missing is the pickup order button. Like I said, working with this repo with some of the stuff already in here, it can break things. So I've already kind of fixed that, but it broke things on me, and so I reverted the changes back. So now I have to try and fix it more carefully. And so now we see we have the deliver button in here. So we'll click deliver, and it works the same way as before, order delivered, and boom. So those are, I want to say, the only main changes. Um, I think everything is working well on the customer side and the well, besides the notifications. No, you saw the notifications showing up on the restaurant.
Yeah.
They were big and black. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to update those so that those look more like more standardized for how our notifications show up throughout the entire app, right? But I also made that change too. But like I said, things started to break once I started touching notifications and once I touched the other thing on the iOS app. So I'm working on both of these at the same time, mind you. So web app and the driver side iOS app at the same time. So it's it can be very hard not to break things. And
Mm-hmm.
the whole goal is I can't break things to the point of we have to revert things back to where we were last, right? So, because that can happen. That can happen, and things can break, and then now the app is not in a usable state, and
Mm-hmm.
now we have to revert back to the last time it was working, which may not include a lot of changes, right? That we introduced. So that's my process, and that's why I have to be very careful about making changes because, like I said before, I did build this thing from scratch. So that's why we're a little bit slower, but
Mm-hmm.
it'll pick up. It'll pick up once we get, these two things resolved. It'll pick up because everything else will be new, existing code adding on top of this, as opposed to
Mm-hmm.
me having to go in and work with this code as it exists today.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't want to overwhelm you because that's actually one of the things that's always in the back of my head. Like, I like some of the columns here, they're good, they're excellent. Um, since you didn't mention it too much, I don't think they broke like that. That's perfect. But now, like, we want eventually for the customer to also get notified when the driver is on their way. They only get
Yes.
notified. Then on the restaurant side, we might need to have even more like new delivery, it's there, then accepted, which is on the button, and then in progress. The one that we probably need to add is like picked up from the like we have three options right here. Maybe add another one, but that's like you mentioned. If we need to make sure it doesn't break. You let me know when we can talk about those things on the customer
No.
side.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about them anymore. Like now we're at a point where everything. I want to be real clear about this. Like everything moving forward, you've already filled out the Trello board
Keep
and
filling
put
it.
a
Okay.
lot of, yeah. So you don't have to fill it out anymore
Okay.
because we already have everything we
Okay.
need as far as where the app should be,
Okay.
right? So now if you want to go through the app and add more things, fine, but we pretty much know what to change now. Now I gave you a usable working state end to
Mm-hmm.
end, right? The
Mm-hmm.
whole point of that was just so you can onboard drivers and do outreach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I need you focusing on now. Just focus on outreach and using the usable state because I'm not going to touch that anymore. I'm not going to touch the CASA for right now because
Mm-hmm.
it and the even the app, right? The app.fastdrivers.com. I'm not going to push a new update until this is at a point where you're like, wow, okay, it's ready to go, you know, on my machine. So every day we're going to demo, and I'm going to, like we did today, I'm going to show you what has changed, what the new end-to-end flow looks like, what has been fixed, what I'm still working on, right? What's blocking me. And once we, like I said, it's not going to take that long. The only thing, things are taking long because it's so much talking. Because on my side of things, you don't really need, I'm giving you these updates because we need to create content and I want you to be in the loop, right? But we need to focus on moving fast. And so I need to get you to a point where you know exactly what you're going to do every day, and you do it step by step, and you just get better at doing it every
Okay.
single day, right? So whatever your to-do list is every single day, we need to pretty much refine that for like, let's create this as a step-by-step list for a 5-year-old, right? That a 5-year-old can easily accomplish every single day, and have you run through, do your steps every single day, like creating the video, right? Creating that one video and just sending it to me. That's one of your to-dos that you have to do every single day. So if we can just get down that part, that way you're executing on everything you're doing on the marketing side, on the sales side, right? Emails are going out. We're getting new leads. That's what we got to be focused on now, because the app is going to be moving. It's going to be going fast, and we need a pipeline for drivers and restaurants now to start giving me feedback, because now I don't want to just hear from you. I want to start hearing from restaurants, start hearing from drivers, right? Because we're going to be booking demos,
Mm-hmm.
right? And showing them this this state, right? And we're going to get feedback when we get those demos. They're going to be like, okay, it looks nice, but we want to see this. Are you guys going to add this? So those demos are important too once we start booking those. So it's not so much sales now. If you can get us demos booked, like I mentioned before, that is more so what I'm concerned about, because now I'm on the call, you're on the call, and anyone else who wants to join in on the call. And so now they can see the team, meet the team, see our product, and decide for themselves if they want to, use it or not in the future or now. And now we have our first sort of customers, and then you can talk about the free trial. Then you can talk about if they want to pay right now and just wait for us to finish the app, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. I think you brought a good point. How to get drivers feedback right now? Like, what if there's a particular platform or format that we're gonna use?
There is. So let me bring down my Trello board. So, and here is something too that I found. I found this before, but maybe there's room for a virtual assistant. This girl is $5 per hour. She works in the Philippines. I'm not sure. I know you were mentioning Mexican talent. Uh, the It might be the same as far as what we would pay. I'm not sure what it would look like hourly for to hire a Mexican virtual assistant, but $5 an hour, so that's like $30 a day. Even one day a week, if we have the exact task that we want her to do and have everything outlined, this can be really impactful and kind of helping us get things done. She can do social media content creation. She can do social media video editing, right? So we can.
Yeah, if you think it works better, then it saves us the searching. Because imagine I have to like search it and put it all together. If you think that works, yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
man. I mean,
Okay.
the thing is, you need to start building a team, because just like I can't build out the tools, I can't build out the automations we need or the agents we need right now, because we're prioritizing the app. Once we're done with
Yeah.
that MVP and it's refined, I can start saying, okay, let's automate the sales, let's automate this, automate that. For now, we do need to start thinking about, okay, I can do this on the tech side, you can do what you can do as far as your to-do list daily, but how do we fill in the gaps as far as like maybe getting someone to edit your videos, or getting someone to go in and schedule post on like, one day a week type of thing. That's more so of how I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah. That's a
And
yeah.
also,
Yeah, it's a good price, and you already found her. That yeah.
yeah, there's a bunch. I mean, check it out for yourself. It's onlinejobs.ph. I'm not sure if they have something like this in Mexico, but that'd probably be worth a Google search.
Well, I was just thinking of using Upwork.
You can use Upwork. Yeah,
to
Upwork
find
too.
talent. Yeah, just to find talent, see what the cost would be. And if there's the only way they will know is they when they execute is when they do the job. But I can at the very least what I can do is compare the prices. But if it's cheaper, I'm pretty sure Filipino peso is cheaper than the dollar. So um, yeah, we already probably found somebody there just right there with what you just did.
Hello everyone, my name is Mauro. Today I want to show you
Okay.
what we have been building on the platform. Hello
So
everyone,
this is a new card. It's under CEO owned. It is a 10-item to-do list recruiting cheap health fast. So the goal is, like I said before, we're not hiring employees right now. We're assembling a part-time execution squad using interns, virtual assistants, and commission reps with clear SOPs. Okay, so to help us do this, I know you mentioned Craigslist. So LinkedIn, your personal account and your company account is where you can post for that we're looking for this first,
Okay.
right? You can post that we're looking for interns, virtual assistants, and commission-based sales reps. You can just make a LinkedIn post on both of those accounts. Now, Craigslist gigs. So this is where I think you were mentioning we can make a post on Craigslist for $6. That's
Okay.
worth it because I think that stays up for like 30 days.
Yeah, it's a month.
Um, yeah, so that's something we can do definitely. Facebook local college groups. Now, this is one that is free. And I know you're already on Facebook, so like I said, all it takes is the effort of searching for the groups
Okay.
and putting out a post into the groups, right? Saying that you're looking for this and if anyone is out there interested. Handshake is a college job platform. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I heard about it. I think I might have an account with them already.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you checked it out already or no?
It's a little difficult. They have a lot of limits, like how it's a little strict. Let's just put it that way. You have to get like probably reach out to the admin to like make sure that you're compliant and they're what they want regulations. But
Okay.
yeah, I think I have it. I have. Let me. I'll look into it.
All right. All right. Now, last one is Reddit. So I'm not sure. I know Reddit is a little bit difficult because you have to kind of have karma points to post around there or create subs. But Reddit is one as well if you have a Reddit account. I have a Reddit account, but I don't really post on it that much.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't. I have one, I think, but I never got into it. And
yeah, I would look into getting on Reddit and or at least creating an account and probably look at searching up gig boards on. Let me actually go to Reddit right now.
hello everyone, my name is Mauro. Today I want to show you what we have been building
So
on
I'm
the
gonna just
platform.
so gig work.
In this video, I'm going to walk you through
Yeah, gig work has 3.8K weekly visitors. No one really posting here. Let me see about
hello
DoorDash.
everyone, my name is Mauro. Today I want to show you
1.7 weekly visitors. You have DoorDash drivers, 507K weekly visitors. You have DoorDash drivers. So yeah, it's worth getting on here and joining all of these communities and getting involved in these conversations. So you see a conversation happening, you can get involved and say, hey, I have introduce yourself,
now
introduce, what you're
completely transparent. What you're
what you're
seeing
bringing to the table. Let me see.
yeah,
is a minimum viable product.
Got
That's
accused of stealing for the first time, out of work due to health issues.
it has
So
the most
yeah,
functionality from real tests, but it doesn't have
that's one to look into. Now, number two is you can DM college programs directly. So this is the fastest path for internships. You would just draft an email to the marketing department coordinators, entrepreneurship centers, career services, or student org leaders and ask them to share your work with us link. Now, the work with us link is this link right here that I'm about to show you. Oops, where'd it go? Start this up again.
Holy mother.
Yeah, just bear with me.
No, I'm just. I don't know how you don't get lost. I'm already.
No, I do.
Oh, you did?
I do. Yeah, no, don't. I do. Yeah, it happens. But I manage. So this is not the work with me link, but I wanted you to see that the documentation for how to get drivers set up a test flight is right here on the website. Um, so you just come to the website and you click on docs, right?
Hmm.
And then for you, there is an admin/docs. If you type that in after your into your address bar after the website,
Uh-huh.
it's going to take you to the admin documentation, and this shows you how you can add drivers and invite them via the App Store Connects, the App Store Connect, right? So you just you click this link, sign in, and it tells you exactly how you can go in and you can invite them via email. So I know you were asking for those instructions, so I just want to make sure you knew what those were.
Yeah, I got them up and running. So that's how they got the drivers signed up. I'm gonna follow up on the ones that said yes to see when they're joining. Because that's I think powerful because that shows when we do the demos for the restaurants, like, oh, you see all these? Those are drivers waiting to deliver. They have our app and they're waiting to deliver for you guys.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Now become a driver, or I'm sorry, no, not become a driver. It is careers, and then you go down to work with us, and this is where you're going to send any intern. This is where you're going to direct them to in that email I just showed you. So, and it's just work dash with dash us as far as the address. Um, and so yeah, I need a video. I think I already have a video for you from here, so I'm going to go ahead and add that video. Just a video of you talking. I have a bunch of those, so I'll add one here, and it's just gonna say what is faster drivers. A little bit of you talking. It's gonna show some of the roles that we're hiring for, and then it's gonna tell you how compensation is done. So unpaid or stipend based. Focus on learning, ownership, and references. Hours are flexible. Blah blah blah. And then you have these screening tests here. These are going to help us screen the marketing people and the ops people, so we know that they can actually do what we want them to do. So 60-second, they're going to take this video up here, and I want them to write a TikTok caption, a LinkedIn post, and a Twitter thread of at least 5 tweets. And then, like for example, that Filipino girl I just showed you, I would tell her to do that, take that test. Now, the Ops BA test, I want them to pretty much enter in a sample restaurant into our template CRM sheet and draft a
Uh-huh.
follow up text plus follow up email.
Okay, and
Um,
where are they gonna click to send that info?
to send that info, they are going to fill out a form on our CRM, which is HubSpot. So let me just we're not using HubSpot just yet because HubSpot is a bit difficult for learning. Like as far as the learning curve it has, it's a little bit difficult. So I didn't realize that's like got in here. So I don't want to get us into something where you're not gonna understand how to really manage it. So, but this is what we're going to be using in the future. So I'll send you a link. I already invited you. I think I invited you to the HubSpot I created for faster drivers. So yeah, in your off time, you can feel free to watch videos on HubSpot or whatever. But that's what we're going to be using in the future.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. We had to pay for it though, right?
No, there's a free tier.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna see if
Now,
I can get
faster
logged in.
drivers, HQ on Notion. This is the same thing as HubSpot, but more for documentation. So we didn't really. So you asked me for things like, how to test and things like that. Those things typically wouldn't go on the website. They would typically live on like a documentation, like some sort of a docs a section of your company, right? So lots of companies use Notion. Some companies use Google Docs. Some companies use Airtable, like other solutions, but we're using Notion. So this is where all documents live. So if anyone needs to know how to do something as far as faster drivers, like if you need to know how to onboard new drivers, onboard new people to the team, right? It's going to live in here, right? It's going to live in SOPs and content, right? Um, it's also going to have a content calendar. It's going to help us structure our meetings, right? So this is going to be combined with Trello to sort of help us stay organized, right? So Trello is more for um, keeping to-do lists, tasks organized. This is more for documentation. Okay, so
Okay.
that's how you can think of it.
Okay.
A little more simpler than HubSpot. Like the same thing though, it's gonna have a learning curve. But this is where I'll be putting a lot of the documentation here, and see, this needs to be published.
I'm so glad I'm recording this because I'm gonna go back and read it. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah, that's the reason. I've actually invited you to this one too, and this one has AI, so you can come in here and I signed up for the free trial. So you can come in here and you can use the AI in here and it can help you sort of, learn how to manage this and answer your questions and do things for you. So um let me see. I think that's it. So that's it on the team building stuff. So yeah, I showed you that. So Facebook groups, Upwork you mentioned. We already have a commission plan for sales reps.
Yep.
So so run a 40-hour sprint, hiring sprint. So post everywhere, DM 30 people, review apps plus assign tests, 10-minute interviews. So, I mean, this is something ideally that we want to do this week or next week, so that we can at least get one marketing intern, one virtual assistant, and one commission rep onboarded. Drivers, like I said, drivers need jobs. So more so you don't really have to chase them down because if they want work, they're going to sign up for the platform.
Hmm.
um it's just it's just from the perspective of a CEO, you can't talk to every driver because you're reducing credibility is what it comes down to. When you talk to every driver, you're letting them know that this is yeah, if they want to get in on the ground up, that's fine, but then they're thinking that this is something that is new and it's fresh and it doesn't really have any traction. Think about social media. Nobody cares about people who aren't making and getting any views, right? Nobody cares about you until you already have views. So people use bots, right? People bought their accounts. So it's the same thing in the real world. Nobody really cares about faster drivers until faster drivers is actually something that people care about. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like that's just how the world works. Nobody cares about it until it's big already.
Hmm.
So you have to look at it from that standpoint and stop giving away so much of like your time and like it doesn't mean anything. Like you as a CEO, you have more shit to do than sit down and talk with drivers for 30 to 40 minutes per day, right? And if you don't let them know that by saying, "Hey, I only got 10 minutes, I'll follow with you tomorrow via email, blah blah blah," they'll just assume that yeah, this guy's talked to me for an hour.
Yeah.
This is how big of an operation is this? And then then you might I don't know what the nature of your calls are. I don't know how much information you're giving away, but you have to start thinking about that. And if this is if you want this to be $1 million company, you have to start acting like it already is. And as I said before, a CEO of $1 million company or a company that generates $5 million in revenue is not talking to drivers one by one. And that's just what it is, bro. You have way more drivers if you weren't doing that. Just
Yeah.
email the drivers, tell them to sign up via test flight. If they can't follow instructions, now you're here for support, right? Email me. If you need me to walk you through, you have Google, I can invite you to a meeting, right? Just like we're on a meeting right now, you invite them to a meeting, screen share, and they can screen share, show them exactly how to get on board with test flight, right? So that's more of so how you should be conducting things with drivers. Not not I mean, I understand your vision for drivers, but it needs to be more on paper, right? If you want drivers to be sales reps, what is the incentivization? Like if I sign, because the things that you say, like the only reason why I disagree is because I don't even like them. You forget that I drove for 8 years. So you have your best case study right here with me. If I don't like it, then what makes you think other drivers are going to like it? Even
That's
your
true.
cousin, you know? So it's like, I'm only telling you these things because I'm like, yeah, well, I don't think drivers are going to really, be interested in trying to onboard restaurants unless there's money in it for them.
Hmm.
Right. And then at the same time, you have to make it easy because drivers just like, I just want to go and drive. When I'm not driving, I just want to drive. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want, if DoorDash told me, like, hey, like, people don't even like when DoorDash tries to get you to take that extra picture to like correct, hey, correct this information here and take this picture. People
Not
don't even
even
do
for
that
free
shit.
money. Not even for
Huh?
free money. Like I told
Not,
you the
no,
story, right? The $2,000 bonus and $500 bonus. They didn't do it, and they ended up being
no, I didn't.
drivers.
No, you didn't tell me that. What was the story behind that?
So back in the day, like this is like 2019, 2018, DoorDash was having a hard time attracting drivers. So they sent me an offer saying, "Hey, if you get other people to sign up as drivers, me, I would get $2,000, and the new driver would get $500. The only requirement besides signing up is that they had to complete like 200 deliveries in a month." Dude, I wanted to sign up like five of my family members, and I even told them, I said, I'll do the deliveries. I don't know, my account can go dorm, like I can just do like one or two deliveries a day to keep it going, but I'll just switch over and I would be able to do it in like 2 weeks. I was doing like close to like 1,000, like $1,200 a week on deliveries by that time, and everybody said no. I'm like, come on, that's like $10,000 right there.
Wow,
Stupid.
man. Yeah, those bonuses. But what does that tell you, though, as someone who now is trying to start his own delivery company? What does that tell you about distribution?
Uh, it's very hard to do it. People have to have like very strong, compelling reasons to do it. Money, it's got to be something easier than that. It's not just about the money.
I mean, because right now you're using the cheat code, right? You're making job postings,
Hmm.
but what about when Indeed, you know, what do you do next, right? Besides Indeed job postings to get drivers, to get people to be interested in this. If DoorDash couldn't do it with money, incentivizing people with money, and then they didn't have much competition, right?
Yeah,
At this time. Now you're competing with DoorDash, like everyone knows DoorDash. So just something for you to think about. Like, so just think about distribution and how they had money and it still was difficult. You don't necessarily have the money to incentivize people. So you have to think about how are you going to incentivize someone to onboard 3 restaurants and you don't, and it's $100 commission. I mean, that's not really that much. You know what I mean? And so that's my whole point. I think it's going to be difficult. I think you should focus on getting drivers to drive because they want to drive for something better,
yeah,
right? I just want to drive for something better. Like that's it, and make what's fair. So focus on that. You're already solving the problem. Just double down on that.
yeah. That's true. That's a very good comparison. And I'm leaning on that trust. Like it's like you gotta trust the people that you're picking up, the restaurants, the customers, because they're not gonna do you wrong. I know, like on my case, people, even if they didn't feel like tipping me because I did it on such a consistent basis, I saw them all the time. It's like they kind of, it's almost, it felt like they were guaranteeing the fact that I was gonna show up the next time. And on the restaurant side, like it got to a point they were even feeding me. They're like, you basically work here. You're here all the time. So it's like, not only taking care of me on a personal level, but on the business side, but like check everything. If you need something extra, we'll give it to you. Like it's not a problem. And it's building that trust, that relationship that I think I need to lean on. It's like you want to know who you're working for.
That's right. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
But how do you build it though? How do you build that trust? That's the thing.
Yeah,
You
well,
know.
our trust, our consistency, trying to make sure that um, we are sending the drivers, so keeping the drivers in the same area so they stay consistent as much as possible. It's impossible to be like every single day all the customers because we're gonna grow. But on a regular basis, they'll know you. They'll get to know you even by name. So it's like, oh, Gene, oh, Maurice or Mauro. It's like, hey, how you doing? It's been a day or so, but being able to deliver on a consistent basis where they develop that relationship.
With the driver, yeah, I've heard that. I've heard restaurants want to actually just work with the driver themselves.
Customers too. Customers want to know that who they're delivering. There's that level of trust that your food is taken care of, and it feeds off of each other. When we implement the reward system, it's going to be even more so because that's where we increase what drivers earn. But that's on the second phase. On the first phase, just knowing who you're delivering for and seeing that person consistently, um, it wants you want to like you want to tip as a customer, and then as a driver, you want to make sure you deliver the product, and then as a restaurant, you want to make sure that your product goes out not only because it affects the customer but also the driver. It becomes interlinked. Like what's the word? There's a can't think of the word, but it's a virtuous cycle.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work on the tech side because the man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work overall, bro. That's what I'm saying. We need to start building that team.
Yeah.
Like we need to start building more of a team because it's going to be a lot of work on everything else. It's mostly on if you could. It's mostly on marketing and outreach. Like we need marketing and outreach and socials, and I think we could do it. I think we could do it with cheap labor. Like I think we shouldn't focus on anyone in the U.S. I think we should start looking at Mexico and looking at India, looking at Asia for cheap labor as far as people that can do things virtually, right? As
Yeah.
far as content creation and management and things like that. Because if we can get our content automated and also get someone helping out for less than like $100 per month. Like I said, that girl is like she's $30 uh for just one day of like 6 hours. So we can do her for 2 days a week or 3 days I'm sorry, 3 days a month, you know, like one day every week for like 3 weeks. And she would know exactly what she's gonna do for those 6 hours, right? So we can make sure we make the most impact out of her as far as having her just edit content or just schedule posts, right? Schedule posts for the next 2 weeks for us in these 6 hours. So if we can get something like that implemented, that would help us out a lot because then we wouldn't have to worry about it. We just pay her, give like set up, the content she needs to post or whatever it is for that week, and then she's good to go. Then you have your list. I have my stuff on the tech side, and then we're off to the fucking races. Then we just need a sales guy.
Oh man.
You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
All
That's
right.
it, man.
Sounds good. Quick question: are those changes that you showed me today, are they gonna be pushed? Am I gonna be able to test them on my site or no?
No,
Well, okay.
no, you're not gonna have any new changes. I mean, unless you want to. But like I said, I'm not trying to
Break it.
mess with the flow anymore until because there's lots of development things that need to kind of just get fleshed out. I'm kind of unorganized on that side. Um, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to break anything because if I push those changes up right now, then I have to go and test to make sure they work in production. So, or you might end up hitting me up again saying, "Hey, I got an error when I tried to do this. Now I got to stop what I'm doing to go and try and debug and fix that." Right. So I'm trying to avoid anything unexpected right now until I get more organized.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So just let me know. But everything else, like I said, I can do the videos, and okay. It's uploaded. Let me know what you think. It's a 3 minute video on TikTok.
okay,
So
before you go, let me we went through this shared document the other day. Now, I wanted to finish going through it really quickly. So I'm going to give you access to this quickly. Now, this is our milestone for restaurant activation. Now, I've already we went over what was this is the only thing I kind of have left to do on my end for our definition of done, right? So the app being at a ready state. So we talked about the order life cycle updates reliably. So this goes into the status changes, pickup, order, and all of that stuff on the customer side and the driver side. So we kind of already went over that. So that's what I'm going to be working on finishing up, as well as the notifications. But everything else is complete as far as our definition of done. Um, Now the remaining to dos, I want to actually put those here. My remaining to dos are app and ETA is by 3/19. Now on your side, you said you have your target list prepared of 20 to 50 restaurants.
Hmm.
You have your outreach script ready. Do you have a script or do you have a DM and a email
No,
strategy?
no.
Okay, you probably want to generate those. Probably want to take your code call script and generate a email variation and a DM variation for TikTok and Instagram.
Okay.
And so I'll assume you're going to do that at some point today. I'll just mark it done. Um, Offer clear pricing and pilot terms. So do we have this written down anywhere? Our pricing and pilot terms?
I'm trying to think.
This is
No.
strictly for our pilot. So when we
On the
launched
Trello?
on the Trello,
No, I'm saying I offer clear pricing. No, I don't think so.
okay, let's try and generate, get into Chat GPT and get very clear pricing and terms and conditions for our pilot.
Okay.
Get that down so we can know exactly, know exactly what we're offering to these restaurants for their first 30 days,
Okay.
right, for that trial.
Okay.
Then we need demo booking link ready. So um, we probably need to create a calendar. You have a Calendly link, or maybe just do it through Gmail. But we need to have a link where they can just book a meeting with you or meeting with us, right? Just schedule a meeting, and that's the only thing it'll do. Schedule a meeting, and they'll be able to just book a demo with us. And I'll add that to the website, so when they fill out the form, instead of going right to the Stripe payment, it'll maybe take them to book a demo instead of taking them to pay with Stripe. And then after they book a
Hmm.
demo, we can have them say, okay, your demo is booked. You want to pay now, or they can wait
Yes,
until.
I think that would be great. Do we? I know the Calendly. I heard about it, but I think we need to pay for it.
No,
Can,
Calendly's free.
okay, then let's do Calendly, and let me look into it. I don't think I have set it up for my own, so I'll set it up.
Mhm. Well, yeah, just create the account and
Okay.
just do whatever you can, and anything you need help with, just leave it when we hop back on the call.
Okay.
Um, so demo booking link ready, so you'll take care of that. Offer clear pricing, you're going to get on that. Outreach script for DM and email, you're going to generate that. So all pretty simple, shouldn't take you that long. Just you have a folder in your or sorry, a project set up in your Chat GPT, or no?
No, I don't
You
think
don't
so.
know what I mean. You can
No, I don't think.
you can just say that. But
Yeah.
no, this
Sure.
is what I mean.
Because I think the only reason, from what I learned, is like that's when I wasn't paying consistently. If we create a project, that you don't have access to it if you don't pay for it.
So I created a project called, and my project doesn't even have a lot of information, but I created this project.
Hmm.
To create a project, all you go is you go to new project here in the side menu,
Hmm.
and it's going to allow you just call it faster drivers, and you can actually give it sources, right? So I can give it Google Drive documents, I can give it a Slack, I can give it text input. I can give it any kind of documents I want, so that it can have information about faster drivers. And when I ask it questions, it already has that context, right? So we need to get you a project set up, just like I have this one here, and then we'll get all of your sources connected so that this project will become your new business assistant. So it'll have all the information about faster
Oh, okay.
drivers, have the roadmap, it'll have the everything that you know about faster drivers, it'll know. And every time you ask it a question or ask it to do something, it'll be able to do it. And we'll also start connecting maybe your email and some other integrations so you can actually have ChatGPT starting to do stuff for you.
Okay.
So we just have to start being a little bit more efficient about how we work with AI, because this is still how people work with AI 6 months ago, right? 9 months ago. So we moved a lot forward in that time. And so we have to kind of upgrade our processes.
Okay.
Um, and I think that is it. So you're going to get on that stuff.
Yeah, and
You
I
are,
recorded this, so I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go back. I guess most of my tasks are towards the end of the video, so that's good. My homework.
yes, sir. Okay, go for the week, 5 demos book. I know you said one a day and
Yeah.
one pilot starter. So bam.
Let
Okay,
me.
so I think that are we doing a oh go ahead.
No, no. Go ahead first.
I was just gonna say, are we doing a niche focus? What's our strategy for the next 7 days? Are we focusing on LOIs? Are we focusing on a local neighborhood pilot like Vista? Or are we focusing on a certain type of restaurant like pizza, Mexican sushi?
Uh, some like the restaurants that said that let them know they are kind of scattered, and there's not a single
Hmm.
cuisine. Honestly, they're all
So
inside.
LOIs.
Yeah, LOIs.
All right. No, I just wanted to get it down.
Yeah, let's do LOIs because there are most of them. That's I'm gonna say like 80% are in San Diego County. Then most the rest are LA, all the surrounding area. I haven't picked
Give
up
me
any from outside of California.
gotcha, no worries. Give me your 15-second one-liner for fast drivers.
Fast, fair, and affordable for everyone.
Is this what you say to the restaurants
Hmm.
when you first call?
Hmm.
No, it's not. You can stop lying.
No, yeah, so we're fast, fair, and affordable.
This isn't what you say in the first 15 seconds.
Oh,
If they ask you who is faster driver, is this what you say?
oh no, we're a delivery service that is fast, fair, and affordable for everyone.
Okay, yeah, pretty much same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Now I just wanted to get it down. All right, perfect. So ETA for you to get the rest of this checklist complete.
I think I'll be able to do it by tonight. I'm gonna go out
Tonight
real
we'll
quick to
say
go make
say by
the
Friday.
okay Friday, but no the apps down here in Mexico, bro. Oh, there's so much potential down here. Honestly, like from the trash to pay the internet to pay the your bills, like
Yeah.
it's insane. I'm like trying to follow the fucking instructions and it just doesn't work. And there's a lot of people like me who like a lot of people are going to start coming over from the US side. They think in English and the instructions is horrible. Yeah, it's bad. So like when it comes to apps, when we do this and start looking into other things, man, there's a lot over here, a lot of opportunity when it comes to apps. They don't have to be like sophisticated, like crazy, like over there. Just very
Right.
that they work. But I had to go pay my internet in person because it's not taking my card. And
Damn.
the card is even crazy stupid. Like it doesn't have any information on it. You have to scan the app, and it gives you a virtual. It's doesn't. It only has a chip. You don't. You have to open the app to get the credit card information, the VVC, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah, I know, man. Apps are terrible, even still in the US, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there's lots of opportunity for some for software engineers. That's why I kind of operate the way I do. You
Yeah.
know. But let's get through this. Who is driving for the pilot? Okay, so we already have drivers.
Yeah.
Service area defined.
San
So
Diego.
California,
Yeah,
yeah,
California.
San Diego.
California, San Diego.
Hours of operation. What are our hours of operation?
For us,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say like 8 to 10. Eventually, we'll
support channel.
support channel. Oh, I don't know.
How do you? Well, who do people contact when they have questions,
Me,
or who do drivers contact when they need help?
me.
Restaurant onboarding checklist. Do we have one? Do we have a restaurant onboarding checklist?
No,
Yes, we got to get that. What happens if something goes wrong
no,
with during a delivery? You don't have that?
no.
Okay, we need to get. Let's work on getting that done. Now, what is our delivery radius
Three
for
miles.
our pilots? How much?
3 miles.
3 miles. Days and hours. I know you mentioned the schedule before.
So that's a feature we need to build eventually too. The hours. How they gonna lock in their hours?
Yeah.
But right now,
What about
max
max orders per day?
max orders per day. Like right now, we're max. Is this assumption that we're already up and running, or right now?
No, it's what's the max orders per day that you want to essentially have
Oh,
completed during the pilot?
give me 1 second. 1 second. Hello, faster drivers. Yes, yes, sir. Um, right now I'm actually in a call with my developer. Can I call you back in like 2 to 3 minutes? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Hello. Okay. No, that's what I was saying. I have a meeting. I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. Can I give you a call back in about 5 minutes? Can I give you a call back in 5 minutes? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? I'll call you back. My connectivity, no, it was horrible. Okay, give me a sec. I just need to text. All right. What else do we need to do? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you have for today? Any updates?
Yeah, I need to the homework, the work that you left, I'm gonna do the stuff that you mentioned. Is there somewhere in the Trello that I can mark it, or you're just gonna see this document for completion?
Oh no, there's check. There's a you can check mark these.
Okay. So just on here, I'll check my work. Yeah,
Yeah.
just I'm gonna go out. I need to ask this driver. So I just need to make sure that they can follow the instructions on how to sign up on the get them on board and get the restaurant. Get if they're interested on getting the um, the link for the restaurants. But you said we shouldn't do that, right?
What's that?
So when I mentioned to these drivers, they can help us by reaching out to the restaurant they want to deliver from, and then give them an introduction. Is that something that we want the drivers to do, like sales, or not really?
I mean, there's no way to track that right now. Right now, there's no way to track it. Drivers aren't sales agents. Sales, you need a professional. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. You
Yeah.
know, you can't. You don't even. You can't even sell. So, what makes you think somebody who drives for a living is going to be able to make a sale? You got to think about that. You need someone who's an expert in this field.
Yeah. Okay. No, then in that case, I'm just gonna get them onboarded to the. I just want to make sure that they have the app on their phone.
Drivers will be there. Like, I'm not worried about any of the drivers who email me because they need jobs. So I have all the leverage.
Yeah,
So what choice do they have besides to wait for me?
that's
They can
true.
go and find another job, right? They can go and apply somewhere else, or they
Yeah.
can wait until I finish the app and we move to phase two. Like I have people hitting me up, but I understand it's not pressing because I understand that I'm the CEO, but I can't let them know that. I can't let them know that this is a one man company because you lose credibility. Now people say, "Oh, I didn't know I was applying to a one man company. I thought this was going to be a real job." You see what I'm saying? Like you lose credibility and you wonder, like, okay, why did I apply here and give them my information? This is just. If people really knew what this was, they'd be like, "This is one guy who's in Mexico who's saying he has a company." That's how they would view you. They wouldn't view you as legitimate. They wouldn't view you as no matter. It don't matter if you got an LLC. It don't matter what they can look up about you. This is the normal, regular human being that we're talking about. They're not that intelligent anyway to even go and do research before they think something.
Hmm.
They're gonna look at the facts and say he's in Mexico, he's not even in the U.S., and he has a business, and they're calling me trying to get my money. This is why you couldn't close a deal with a restaurant
Hmm.
because you couldn't close that gap. You're some strange man calling, trying to get money from us, saying you have an app. That's how they're viewing you. So
Hmm.
your goal was to get them on the phone and to say, hey, look, I'm a real guy. I got a real team. We have a real product and we're relaunching, right? And we're trying to get you guys onboarded. That was your only goal, like, it was to gain their trust. Once you got the manager's name and their contact, your goal after that was to get their trust,
Yeah.
right? Was to keep because they're now you have the interest. Now you have the person you need to talk to,
Yeah.
so it's more so that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when I get into like this is about business, right? And this is about you as a man knowing how to conduct your business. So calling people and saying, hey, it's not so much selling, it's just conducting business. You're trying to contact the business owner so you can conduct business with them. But in these days, it's like it's more so like if someone's calling about business, it's a sales call, right? So it gets viewed as like a negative connotation on it, like it's a sales call. But really, you're just calling to do business with people. So it's just a part of doing business, bro. That's why you don't know. Like I do cold calls. You don't know. I do cold calls to attain clients like you. Like I do cold calls all the time. But I don't speak about it because it's something I have to do so that my son can eat.
Yeah.
I can build a million things, and I have. I've shown you things I've built, but if nobody knows about the things I've built because I'm not trying to sell them, then my son ain't got no food on the table.
Yeah.
So selling is a very key thing. Someone has to sell. And because it's my product and I'm the only one that can speak to these products, that someone is me when it comes to development. So I find a salesperson.
Yeah.
For faster drivers, you speak about faster drivers the best.
Yeah.
So it only makes sense that you would be able to tell someone about the company and about where you're trying to take it the best.
Yeah.
That's why I was pushing you so hard to make a sale. But if you interpret that as pressure, then one of two things is going to happen. You're going to get to the point where you're going to give up, which we almost got there, or you're going to pretty much you're going to pretty much become who you need to become, which is you're
Yeah.
going to become the person that is going to call these people and learn how to do business, right? Learn how to get past rejection, learn how to get past these initial people hanging up or whatever happens, right? Because all you're looking for is a deal to book a demo now, not even to close the sale. Now you're just looking to book demos.
Yep.
So I
That's gonna
mean,
be
so it's
much
just
easier.
about that's it, man.
It's
It's
not
really
so
that
much
simple.
easier. Yeah, like I don't want to like you said, the right word is not easier. It's just that credibility. Be like, hey, listen, we just want to give you a demo, show you exactly how it works. Now, I can do
Yeah,
most like even just item one items, upload the menu using their own content. Be like, this is how it works. This is how you log in. This is how you process. Real price. You get the real price. Uh, a good business model, fair price, and you get rid of you avoid getting losing 30% of your profits. Do you want in? That's it.
that's it.
All right,
Do
man.
you have the Google Drive folder set up yet where you're going to be uploading those videos?
Not yet. No, I have the videos here on my phone, so I think I'm gonna leave them uploading while I go make that payment. And then, yeah, I'll do it on my partners. Yeah, because remember I have two partners and Mauro, and now I have yours, so I
Mhm.
should make it on partners, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll upload them then, and then I can just work on more we have the instructions on the Trello. I upload the ones that you're asking me to do.
Yes, we have in. Let me just make sure I don't want to say the wrong thing. And over in it's the second column. It's marketing to do list and then Mauro's daily tasks. So I updated this one. So it tells you exactly what to do a little more simply. So just open your phone camera, record 1 minute selfie video, upload it to Google Drive, and then text me, email me that it's been uploaded. And I'll check the email and I'll check the folder and I'll grab it and I'll take care of the rest.
Okay.
And this gives you some more information about like
What it
how
should
to
be the
do it.
videos about?
Yeah, what it should be about. It gives you some prompts of what to talk about and some more information that you might need. So very
Okay.
simple stuff.
Okay.
The next one is this just tells you how to report bugs. So when you're testing.
Okay.
So yeah, same thing here. Reporting bugs. You can just chat me on Google or you just email me. So
Okay.
yep.
All right.
So
So
just make sure you're doing those. Just make sure you're hitting these two lists, and I think we should be good. And then doing your outreach, emailing or DMing, or like I said, calls aren't really that important. But as long as you're doing some kind of outreach, that's all I really care about, bro. And yeah, I mean that's all you got to do. Now I'll keep
I
building
see.
my.
I do see more potential on the DMs on the especially on Instagram because I do follow a lot of restaurants. So like, and
Mhm.
I hit them up too with likes and shares and comments on their content, which is quick. But then
Yep.
I just mention them when I post on the story, and I can see if they saw it. So that's actually one that's sort of kind of like how I built the list of restaurants, and
Yep.
then I have it's still kind of cold call, but it's a little bit more like okay, they probably heard about me because I've been posting, and then they've been seeing my content.
How are we try? Can we start tracking that somewhere? Where I have visibility too.
Um, yeah, how can I mean I'm willing to share that. How do we do it? Because I mean it's on my Instagram mostly. Uh,
Or where are you putting in like your leads and stuff? Are you just using the Excel sheet?
yeah. You
Okay.
want me to
Give
upload
me.
the Excel sheet to the or give you access to it?
Yeah. Can you just invite me to it
Okay.
via my email?
Okay. Uh, Eugene at Partners, right? I mean, Eugene at Faster Drivers, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'll add you to that then.
All right. Yeah. I don't think we need to connect tonight. I'm just gonna I got my work cut out for me, so I'm gonna focus on getting the app where it needs to be, and we'll reconnect tomorrow. Same thing. Daily sync, and
Okay.
Friday we'll do our weekly sync.
All right. Sounds good, sir.
All
I'm
right, man.
excited
Have a good
about
one.
the way that the app looks too.
What was
I
that?
just I'm excited about the app, the way the new look. Whenever you have that ready for me to start testing, I'm excited to see it because it looks
Oh,
so much cleaner. It's so much better.
I'm about to
Um,
about to rock your socks off, dude. We haven't even
yeah,
gotten started.
and the notifications are coming through. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
let's make that our priority. I mean, that's the next time. And for the demos,
Yeah,
that
if
would
I
be
didn't
the
have to
better.
babysit your ass.
All
I'm just kidding.
right, man. I gotta call back and I gotta go pay my bill. I got until 5, but still I gotta walk a little bit. So 10-minute walk.
You said you got into a fight?
No, I need to call this person back and then I gotta go and pay my bill.
Okay, brother.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All
Have
right,
a
you
good
too.
one. Bye.
Bye-bye.